Canyon Lake in New Braunfels has a German history, so there's a lot of vacation rentals in this area, but nothing like the doghouse. It's a 1948 37-passenger bus, and it's 35,000 pounds. And they call it a silver side because it's actually all aluminum. Dog stands for the greyhound part of it, and the H-A-U-S is house, which is the German spelling for house. They made 1,643 of these back in 1947 and 1948. It was built in Detroit, and it was retired from its commercial service back in 1970s. From there, a tabernacle group in Oregon bought it and converted it to an RV back in the 70s and drove it between Oregon and Washington State. Then a gentleman purchased it and drove it to Minnesota. From there, someone else here in Texas drove to Minnesota to retrieve the bus and drove it down to here to Canyon Lake 12 years ago, and it sat under his oak tree for 12 years. And we just so happened to get lucky enough that we were 6 miles away from the gentleman that had it for the last 12 years of its life. When we first went to look at it, I immediately say, "This is awesome!" And my husband is saying, "Are you crazy?" It had been completely stripped out on the inside. Still runs, believe it or not. If you were to see this when we first started, somebody else would probably run, but not me, because I had a vision right away that this was going to be a great, fun restoration project. Hi, my name is Brenda Vesselani, and welcome to Canyon Lake and to the Doghouse Bus. This is the back of the bus. This is where the engine is at. It's the diesel pusher engine. And I mean, check out this old brake light that it's the round brake light when the brakes would hit. The rounded headlights, the little turn signals, all of those things just give this a lot of character. Each of these compartments are the luggage compartments. We did a recessed shower, so you're actually stepping down into this luggage area. We bought it last August, and it sat for a while. Being a 1948, 73-year-old windows, these bus windows are really unique. They are probably about 25 to 30 pounds a piece. They actually just fall down this way and then slide out. And it really was a challenge to even find somebody that could even repair the glass in some of these. So we started insulating it, and then the next part was to do the ceilings. It's a tongue and groove plank wood ceiling. And then everything got wired, plumbed, all the stud walls put in, all the cedar walls. It was basically just start from scratch project. And it took us about 3 months to finish it. Our intention was always to make it a vacation rental. And it's actually been booked every weekend since we put it online this summer. My whole theme inside is a vintage travel theme. So we want to sort of set the tone as people arrive that they're stepping back in time. Of course, you have to have a stoplight for a bus stop. We built it on the edge of this hill in the hill country so that not only do you enjoy the big views, but they can actually appreciate these dramatic drop-offs. Coming inside, we left the original steering wheel, the stick shift, try to drive that nowadays. Check out this dashboard and this compass. It's not your GPS that you would enjoy nowadays. And then of course we left the original CB radio, the map lights. This is the original front lining. It's a little unique, it's padded. The original operating manual from 1948. And then here is the original serial number plate that shows that it was number 1243 out of the 1643 that they actually made of this model. I like to say that it's a mix of the new and the vintage. You've got this little Greyhound neon sign. Believe it or not, I went to a local thrift store and found this old beat up suitcase that it has a baggage check from 1974 that's from Greyhound. So this was meant to be, and it serves as my TV stand. Daybed / sofa. On a bus, you have to really maximize all of your square footage because inside we only have about 280 square feet to work with here, believe it or not. But that's pretty big for a tiny house type of lifestyle. Over here, sitting down, you get a great view of the lake there, but it's big enough for 2 people to enjoy. And then if you step inside the actual roomy galley kitchen, these are original ads for Greyhound from 1948 that I thought were fun because it's also travel related. Relax with Greyhounds, of course. All of the walls are made out of cedar. Each one had to be individually cut because you're in a very unique rounded shape here. Tongue and groove wood plank ceilings. These are the little swinging doors on each side of the bathroom. But you have an actual full-size bathroom here with a step-down shower, and you are stepping down into one of the former baggage compartments. Coming into the master area, we have a queen-size bed, And all of the little travel curtains come down to give you privacy. That was one of the old luggage areas that we kept intact. But the headboard is literally sitting over the rear engine. What else was happening in 1948? The game of Scrabble is introduced, and I have a Scrabble game aboard. Did you know Cheetos were also invented that year? So one of the little guest treats that I leave out is a little bag of Cheetos. So we've tried to also maintain a vintage feel, even though it might be something new and modern. You can listen to music on this vintage look. Victrola speaker, it's a little Bluetooth speaker. Barbecue pit outside, a nice little deck with the view. We basically have plugged the bus in, both with the water and the electric, so it's really just like an RV. You know, I'm always looking for unique things, but after having done this, I think it's really kind of special the way it sits right now, so I'm not sure that I would do another Greyhound bus, but I'm always looking, and I'm not scared to tackle something, and if I fail, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Then I can go hire somebody to help me fix it. Well, I hope you have enjoyed your ride on the 1948 Greyhound Silverside.